The Finland authority is still waiting for the Nigerian government to bring evidence on their accusations, Simon Ekpa. Last month, the Nigerian government pressurized Finland authority to arrest Simon Ekpa, a prominent Biafra agitator, accusing him of terrorism and inciting violence in Nigeria. After his arrest, the Nigerian government requested Finland to extradite him to Nigeria to face prosecution in Nigeria, which Finland declined, telling Nigeria that they will rather investigate the case themselves. But right now, Finland is requesting evidence from the Nigerian government on their terrorism accusation against Simon Ekpa. Even the International Criminal Court, ICC, is also requesting evidence from the Nigerian government on their terrorism accusation against Simon Ekpa. But the Nigerian government, headed by Bola Tinubu, has not complied with Finland authority and the International Criminal Court, ICC. The Nigerian media is silent and not reporting about Simon Ekpa again. But when Simon Ekpa was arrested, they flooded the news space with different propaganda. But now that ICC and Finland is calling for evidence from the Nigerian government, they have refused to report it because the news does not favor their employer, which is the Nigerian government. This shows a lack of transparency and independence in the Nigerian media. However, 4 individuals arrested alongside with Simon Ekpa in Finland have been released without conditions, and the Nigerian government has not provided evidence to support its claims against Simon Ekpa in Finland. The accusations of tyranny, wickedness and lawlessness have been directed at the Nigerian government by several critics. They are claims that insecurity in the southeast is perpetuated by the region's governors with influence from the Nigerian federal government rather than external actors. There is also a specific mention of an incident involving the burning of property allegedly by security forces in collaboration with a governor. There are also claims of wrongful imprisonment of youth advocating for good governance. Have you ever heard a story so full of twists and unanswered questions that it feels like something out of a political drama? That's exactly how I'd describe what's been happening between the Nigerian government, the Finnish authorities, and a man named Simon Ekpa. It's a story of accusations, international diplomacy, and the peculiar silence of the media when things don't go the way they expected. Let me take you back to where it all started. Simon Ekpa, a man known for his strong advocacy for Biafra, a movement that seeks independence for the southeastern region of Nigeria, found himself at the center of a storm. Depending on who you ask, Simon Ekpa is either a freedom fighter standing up for his people or a dangerous agitator inciting violence in Nigeria. The Nigerian government, led by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, clearly believes it's the latter. They accused Simon Ekpa of terrorism and claimed he was responsible for stirring unrest in the southeastern part of Nigeria. And they didn't stop there. They took their grievances to Finland, where Simon Ekpa resides, demanding his arrest and extradition. Now here's where things get interesting. Finland, a country known for its strict adherence to the rule of law, didn't immediately jump to Nigeria's demands. Yes, Simon Ekpa was arrested in Finland last month, along with 4 others allegedly connected to him. Nigerian media went wild with the news. Headlines were screaming, debates were raging, and Simon Ekpa's name was on everyone's lips. The government presented this arrest as a victory in their fight against what they described as terrorism. For a while it seemed like the Nigerian government had won this round. But then the Finnish authorities took a step back and said, "Hold on. If you're accusing this man of terrorism, you need to show us the evidence." That was the moment when the Nigerian government hit a wall. Finland made it clear that they weren't going to extradite Simon Ekpa without concrete proof of the allegations against him. Instead, they announced that they would conduct their own investigation. You would think this would prompt the Nigerian government to present whatever evidence they had, right? After all, if you're so confident in your accusations, why wouldn't you back them up with proof? But here's the kicker. Weeks have passed and neither Finland nor the International Criminal Court has received any evidence from the Nigerian government. Yes, you heard me right. Even the International Criminal Court stepped in asking for the same thing, evidence. And yet there's been nothing but silence from the Nigerian side. The Finnish authorities, meanwhile, decided to release the 4 individuals arrested alongside Simon Ekpa. They let them go without any conditions. Simon Ekpa remains under scrutiny, but without evidence, what more can Finland do? They are a country that prides itself on following due process. You can't just detain someone indefinitely based on accusations that haven't been substantiated. Now, let's talk about the Nigerian media. Remember how loud they were when Simon Ekpa was first arrested? It was like a frenzy. Every news outlet was covering the story, analyzing it, and running with all sorts of narratives. But as soon as Finland and the International Criminal Court started asking for evidence, the Nigerian media went silent. It's almost as if someone flipped a switch. No more updates, no more analysis. It's as if Simon Ekpa disappeared from their radar entirely. This silence is puzzling, but it's also telling. Critics argue that it reveals a lack of transparency and independence in the Nigerian media. They say the media is more concerned with pushing the government's narrative than with pursuing the truth. And when the government's narrative started falling apart, the media simply dropped the story. It's a frustrating reality for those of us who rely on journalism to hold power to account. Let's take a moment to consider the bigger picture. The Simon Ekpa case is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. It's a reflection of the challenges Nigeria faces in governance, justice and security. Critics of the government have long accused it of tyranny, corruption and a blatant disregard for the rule of law. They say the insecurity in the southeastern region of Nigeria, the very issue Simon Ekpa is accused of exacerbating, isn't caused by external agitators like him. Instead, they point fingers at the region's own governors and at the federal government itself. There are stories, for instance, of security forces allegedly collaborating with governors to destroy property and suppress dissent. One particularly disturbing incident involved the burning of a man's house and vehicles in Imo State, an act that was reportedly caught on CCTV. If not for that footage, the narrative might have been twisted to blame Simon Ekpa's group or other so-called agitators. And then there are the stories of young people thrown into prison not for committing any crimes, but simply for demanding good governance, better schools, better roads, and a better future. It's heartbreaking to think about. These are the kinds of injustices that fuel movements like the one Simon Ekpa is part of. When people feel unheard and oppressed, they look for alternative ways to make their voices heard. And yet, instead of addressing the root causes of these frustrations, the government seems more focused on silencing dissent. But let's get back to the Finnish angle. The way Finland has handled this case is a masterclass in due process. They didn't just take Nigeria's word for it. They asked for evidence and made it clear that they would conduct their investigation. It's a stark contrast to how things often work in Nigeria, where accusations can lead to arrests without proper evidence and where people sometimes disappear without a trace. It's worth noting that Finland's approach has resonated with many Nigerians who are tired of the lawlessness and impunity they see at home. Finland has become, in a way, a symbol of what justice should look like, a system where the rule of law prevails and where everyone, no matter how powerful, is held to the same standard. Of course, the Nigerian government's reluctance to provide evidence has raised questions. Why haven't they presented proof if their accusations are so serious? Are they hiding something? Or is it simply a case of incompetence? Whatever the reason, their silence is doing more harm than good. It's making people question their motives and their credibility. And what about Simon Ekpa? For now, he remains under the watchful eye of the Finnish authorities. But without evidence, it's hard to say what will happen next. Will Finland eventually drop the case? Or will they uncover something that justifies Nigeria's accusations? Only time will tell. In the meantime, Nigerians are left to ponder the state of their nation. The Simon Ekpa case has become a mirror reflecting the broader issues plaguing the country. issues of governance, justice, and media freedom. It's a reminder that until these fundamental problems are addressed, cases like this will continue to arise. So here we are, caught in the middle of an international standoff with no clear resolution in sight. It's a waiting game, one that leaves us with more questions than answers. Will Nigeria step up and provide the evidence? Will Finland continue to demand accountability? And what role will the media play in all of this? For now, all we can do is watch and wait, hoping that justice, whatever that may look like, will eventually prevail. This is not just Simon Ekpa's story. It's a story about Nigeria, about its government, its people, and the systems that are supposed to serve them.
Most of you will not understand what I mean that Nigeria has failed. They have failed in every of their plans. Tinubu has failed, and we are happy that he's failing. We're very happy. Èmi ló kọ̀. Bàbá, ó dẹ̀ ti kọ̀ yín báyìí ni o. Ó ti kọ̀ yín. Àti ẹ mọ̀ pé bó ṣe máa rí lélẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ló kọ̀. Èmi ló kọ̀. It's not about ìwọ ló kọ̀ or ẹ̀yin ló kọ̀. It's all about the people who has the heart of leadership. You don't have a heart of leadership. You have a heart of tyrannicness, wickedness, heartlessness. That is who Tinubu is. You are a very wicked man. Now, all of a sudden, Nigerian media has stopped talking about Simon Ekpa. Do you people notice it? All of a sudden, nobody is talking about Simon Ekpa again. Why? Because they know that they have failed. Nobody is talking about Simon Ekpa again. Yesterday, I saw Phoenix writing trash, rubbish about Simon Ekpa, that they are speeding the case of Simon Ekpa in Finland with the 4 others that was arrested. Those 4 others, they have released them, and we are waiting for you people to, even carry the news. You are still lying to the people who is reading that Phoenix, and we are here to debunk. We will continue to debunk those lies. We will continue to debunk those lies. This is how they subjugate our people to all manner of intimidation, violence. Despite the fact that Nigeria is a lawless country, we still manage to survive. Yet these people subdue us with every means necessary, with every plan necessary. They try to destroy us, but we stood our ground. Look at it now. You have fooled yourself in Finland. Fooled yourself. Musa, where are you? Come and talk now. Come and tell us updates. Give us update on Simon Ekpa. General Christopher Musa, give us updates on Simon Ekpa. Is there no more update again? Is there no more update? I thought by arresting Simon Ekpa, as you people have claimed, that you will just both the whole lawyers that is in Anambra State and in Owerri, Enugu, Onitsha, all those Nigerian government lawyers that was talking about Ekpa. Where are you people today? Including this stupid governor of Enugu State. I will provide evidence. Where is your evidence? Where are they? Why don't you bring them? Come and defend it. Come and defend it. We no see you people. Baseless arguments. You just came here to waste everybody's time. Biafran's time, maybe. I want the world to know that Nigeria has no case. The illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will continue to sink Nigeria down. I think you people don't know where we're coming from, right? You think by your what is it even called now? All this your media propaganda that will be fighting and run away. You think that's what's going to happen to us? You have shot yourself where you can never recover again, Nigeria. By telling Finland that they are Ekpa is using their country as a base, as a shield, and terrorizing Nigeria and Southeast. Now you cannot come and prove that case again. India, Allah, mad people everywhere. You think Finland is a country that support evil, support rubbish. You think they don't know who they trained? You think they don't know who Ekpa is? Haba, Musa, where are you now? Where are you? I thought by now a lot of military generals would have been in Finland with evidences of what Ekpa has been doing in the southeast. I thought by now Tinubu with all his cabinet members would have been in Finland with their evidences. We didn't see any one of you. You think it's Nigeria where somebody will talk? Go and arrest him, jail him. You whisk people out in the middle of the night. Buy them. And then nobody knows what is happening in the southeast. The southeast under siege today. All these unknown gunmen are working for the governors. And if you ask me, I will give you a reason. Number one reason is Hope Uzodinma. In Imo State, there is one man called Ugo Chinyere. Is it Ugo Chinyere? He's a lawyer. If not that Ugo Chinyere's CCTV captured security agencies that works with Hope Uzodinma, that came to burn down his house, burn down his cars, trying to buy him, the guy escaped. We wouldn't have known. We would have said, oh, they would have said his IPOB, his IPOB. Ikenga Ugo Chinyere, that is the guy's full name. Ikenga Ugo Chinyere. Go and Google this thing. You people should go and do your research. Go and do your research, like Martin and Kanu will always say. Go and do your research before you speak. The people causing the insecurities are the 5 governors in the whole of the 5 states of Anambra State, Imo State, Onitsha, Enugu. These 5 governors in this 5 eastern region are the people causing the insecurity in our land. No other person. Do you think we are scared to come and talk, to come and speak? Our people are losing their loved ones every single day under the tyranny of our governors, of our president. And you think people like us that are abroad will not speak about it? God will punish all of you. The insecurity happening in our nose is being caused by the southeast governors, period. If not that the CCTV of Ugo Chinyere, Ikenga Ugo Chinyere, caught the security agencies of Hope Uzodinma in their uniform, they would have labeled it IPOB terrorist. Nonsonkwa, most of you know Nonsonkwa. Nonsonkwa was kidnapped by the state security of Imo State. Nonsonkwa, they kidnapped him before people started looking for him. If it was not that people were looking for him, you know what would have been his fate. Today he's out. He has started telling us that the youths in the prison that are languishing in the prison of the Imo State by Hope Uzodinma have done nothing wrong. Just the people that are advocating for good governance, good living, and good roads and good education. Those are the people that are in prison. You can never see any terrorists people that Nigerian government said these are hardened terrorists with evidence that is in any prison in Nigeria. Why is it that our people are using, the northerners are using our people to buy our people? Why? And you people are here wanting someone like me to keep quiet. No, we can't. We can't. Once a man dies on this earth, and if that be my fate, I don't care. We can't keep quiet. You went to Kenya to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, labeled him a terrorist, begging the UN to label him a terrorist. Come to Finland to come and prove your case. You ran. Nigerian government, when it gets to Igbo man, that's where you have power. Let me remind us about a particular person. I know you people will know this man. How many of you remember Ojuzo Okalo? Where is he today? Because he went to a country that their law works. A powerful senator in Nigeria, a powerful man in Nigeria, a man that when you speak in Nigeria, he has everything in his power to subdue you. Is facing 10 years imprisonment because he's in a country that their law works. He committed that crime in a country that the law works. If he's in Nigeria, that would have been swept under the carpet. Nobody will send you. So they know. That's why they don't want to come. Because when they come, they have to prove that thing that they use in coming. They have to prove it. If not, they know what they are afraid of. You think we will be here? We will run. We can't run. We are here. Biafra will die. Nah. Biafra will stand on it. On our mandate, this Biafra mandate, we are standing on this our Biafra mandate. The way Tinubu stood on his mandate, on his fake mandate. Our local nation, Baba, Ninja, our local now, our turn is our turn now. Your time is up. Biafra's time just start today, and we are heading home. Mazi Simon Ekpa will join us very soon. For those of you who have messed up yourself, shamed yourself before before Biafrans, I wonder how you are going to, what eyes, what face you are going to use to address our leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ndi Osochi Egwu. Our PM, God bless you, Jari. Madam Ngozi Arabeze, God bless you, ma. I'm going to make a different video about this zoological republic of Animal Kingdom, where you people are.
This is the end of our news update. Please click the icon on the top right corner of your screen to watch my next video. You will enjoy it. I will see you again in my next update. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.